Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this episode, we'll be talking about Barnett ProTalk Link. Let me give you a brief description of what Barnett is. In particular, Barnett ProTalk Link. So Barnett ProTalk Link have one master control module. That is where all the program, database, everything, all the configuration resides in there. And this is what it looks like. It's got a USB port, DB9, and all the good stuff. And on top of that, you can put some communication module, which is a telephone communication callout or cellular callout. And this is what it looks like for telephone and a cellular. It's got this antenna here. Our conversation here today will be more on a PLC module, which looks like that. This PLC module facilitates Modbus and Allen Bradley CIP communication protocol. So our discussion will be mostly along Modbus TCP communication today. So let's get started. I'm going to close this window here, and I'm going to launch my link configuration software. And I'm going to start a brand new database. As you can see, the brand new database has predefined diagnostic tool for the master module. I'm going to go ahead and add our PLC module. You can see there's only a master module in here. So in order to add PLC module, we will go Start and select from the pull-down menu P1 and click OK. As you can see, you can add more modules if you like. So if you go ahead and add and remove module, and you add, say, W1, which is your cellular module, and T1 would be your telephone module. If you click OK, notice how this gets populated. Now again, we're going to go back to our PLC module, which is this. When you click on this, it'll come up with a setting here. So click on Ethernet module and click on Enable. This will be an IP address for your ProTalk. So I'm just gonna call it 1 and gateway as 1.1, arbitrarily assigned. So this is my IP address for your ProTalk Link P1 module, which will be this module here. So I'll move this thing away. So next thing you want to click on will be communication. So when you click on communication, you can actually make the ProTalk module, PLC module, either a Modbus RTU, TCP, or any of these master protocols. So I'm going to make mine as master TCP, Modbus TCP master to start off with. And the next thing you're going to go is go to the block address. So now this thing is configured to pull from the slave. You can define all the IP address over here. Let's say if I want to use block number, say block number 4, which is P1. If you double click this guy here, this is where you'll be entering the IP address of your slave. So let's say your IP address of your slave would be 88, and the Modbus ID will be 8, and your starting address that you want to read would be 100. So essentially what you're doing here, you're reading 101, 102, and the next 16 subsequent Modbus address. Let me show you what I mean by it. As you can just note here, is block 4 starts from 1 all the way to 16. So if you click OK, it goes from 100 all the way to 15. And if you have another Modbus slave that you want this ProTalk link to read, you click on here. Say this time around, we're going to use block number 10. Double click this guy here. Let's say the IP address of that particular slave is 102 and its address 99. And you want to read from starting address 400, or could be anything, 44. You can see it starts at 444 all the way down to 459. So essentially you will have about 4 all the way to 32 blocks that you can. If you do your math, you have, let me go all the block 4 all the way to 32, and each blocks you have 16 bits to read. There's actually 29 blocks multiplied by 16. You have a total of 464 bits you can read. That's your cap for each PLC module. There's something to note design. Next thing I want to show is how to set up a Modbus slave. If you click this guy here, now you can see all your Modbus address has been reassigned. It starts at We go all the way up here. It starts at 40,000, and then it starts again from block 1 at 17, running all the way down to 512. So essentially what's going to happen is that this becomes a slave, and any other Modbus master could actually interrogate each of these registers. Nevertheless, once this is done, you go to connect and you send. That's how you set up your Modbus TCP master and slave on a Barnett ProTalk Link. I hope this tip helps. Have a good day.